Hello, magical souls. It's me, Halo Witch, and this is Halo Witch Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and do a collective timeless psychic reading. So, we're going to start off with some love guidance, and then I'm also going to pull some general messages to help you in your everyday journey of life here on Earth. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up if you feel connected to my energy. Take what resonates and leave what does not. So with that being said, we're going to start off with a love oracle message and see what comes through. We're going to see who has a message for you, past, present, future people. And then I will also pull some tarot to see what other love messages we have that come through. So the oracle message we have is I want out. Very interesting. Okay. So right away, I got this psychic message when reading this card here. When I see this card, I want out, and it's so aggressive like that. I got the psychic message right away that someone is unhappy in their relationship, but I feel like it's someone that you used to be with. It's kind of the energy and vibe I'm getting. So I feel like it's someone that you may want reconciliation with, but they're currently in a relationship with someone that they're unhappy with, is the vibe I'm getting. Spirit, can you tell me more, please? What is the truth? What is the truth? Spirit, can you tell me more? I'm going to pull one more. What is the truth? Someone wants the truth about something. So I'm getting a clairvoyant message when reading this card that someone wants to know if you're still interested in them or not. They don't know how to approach you, and I feel like they are unwilling to leave the connection they're in, even though they're unhappy, because they may have some codependencies. They may have some codependencies, and they want confirmation from you first on if you want to be with them, is what's coming through for me. Very interesting. Very interesting. I need to figure myself out. Okay, so lots of messages here. I need to figure myself out. All right, okay. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot and see what else comes through. I want out. What is the truth? I need to figure myself out. Yeah, this person is feeling very lost. There's someone you're dealing with and they're feeling very lost. They're not sure which path to take in terms of their love life. I feel like they're in an unhappy relationship. They want reconciliation with you, but they're unsure if you would want to be with them still. Spirit, tell me more, please. So we have Justice, Libra energy. We have Judgment, so another major arcana. Very interesting. So there's this spiritual drawn energy that's coming through. It's like they feel a sense of connection with you, a sense of deep connection, but they know that they have to balance things out before coming towards you. So I am sensing a karmic situation that they're in, and that's why they want out of it. But I feel like this person you're dealing with isn't aware that they have to learn the lesson, or they have to close that chapter before moving forward, or else they're always going to have this karmic relationship that's kind of pulling them in. So they're needing, like I said, to learn the lesson, balance things out, end that chapter before moving towards you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I feel like this person is ready to commit to you. Why did you walk away from this person, or what happened? Spirit, what happened between these two individuals? Please let me know for the collective. We have the Four of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So I feel like what happened was there was a strong disconnect. There there was a strong disconnection. Someone was ignored. I feel like someone was ignored and felt kind of abandoned is the message I'm getting. There's this sense of feeling abandoned, feeling ignored, and it created a huge disconnect. But now this person does want to settle down with you. So this person could have given you the cold shoulder at some point. So you decided to go elsewhere. And now this person's in some kind of karmic relationship since the split. And they're unhappy in it. And they're seeing that things were much better with you. And now they want out of their karmic relationship that they're currently in. Death. As I say that, we have death, strong Scorpio energy, and angel number 555 on the timer right now, which represents new beginnings. So yes, they're wanting to end this karmic chapter that they're finding themselves in, this karmic relationship, this karmic chapter. They're over it. They want out. They're realizing that things were easier with you, but they're possibly afraid it's too late, so they want the truth. You know, there's this energy of, what's the truth? What is the truth? They want to know, do you really... This person is hearing mixed things from people, is also a psychic message I'm getting. This person, I'm going to pull another card to confirm their energy, but I feel like this person... Oh wow, I took my deck out of the box and we have why can't I tell you the truth? So very interesting. I feel like they're getting mixed. I'm gonna pull from a different deck actually. Or no, yeah, I'm gonna pull from this one. They're getting mixed advice. They're hearing mixed things. I feel like the two of you have people that you both speak to, like neutral friend group, family members, something like that, and I feel like they're hearing mixed things. One minute they're hearing that you do want them back, the next moment they're hearing that you don't want them back, but I do believe they're asking about you. Spirit, what else does this person want the collective to know? Tap into the energy here, Spirit. I can't promise you anything. Okay, so that's what your issue is. Bottom of the deck, this love is crazy. So they're confirming that it's so wild. You know, they have so many feelings for you. There's so much chemistry present here, yet they still can't commit. They can't promise you anything, even though they know they're capable of being reliable. They want to commit. They're ready to commit, but they can't promise you anything, is the, you know, energy I'm getting. It's like they're ready to commit to you, be in a deep relationship with you, but they're not sure it's going to be successful. They're not sure it's going to be what you're wanting it to be. And then with the death here, yeah, it's like they need to get out of this karmic relationship they're in, but they haven't learned whatever lesson they're meant to learn by being with the person they're currently with. A very interesting reading here. They feel very spiritually drawn to you. There's definitely a spiritual connection between the two of you. And that's what your conundrum is. You're not sure that you want reconciliation with them because you're afraid they're going to put you on ice again. And what I mean by that phrase is like, you know, when you put something on ice for later, you're not, you know, giving to it every day the way you should. Your attention, your investments, your energy, your love. They may have ignored you a whole lot. You know, keep in mind this can be your perspective or their perspective. Take it as the roles resonate. But yeah, they, you know, may not have given you all the attention that they should have on a day-to-day basis when the two of you were in a relationship or situationship, and you're worried that it's going to be the same old thing, is what I'm picking up on. So there was a separation between the two of you, and then they found themselves wandering into a karmic relationship that I do feel was very meant to be, because there was a lesson that needed to be learned. And I feel like the tough lesson this person had to learn was, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. They should have appreciated the real and raw connection the two of you had. Definitely a lot of that energy. Just not holding up to their end of the agreement. Maybe the two of you did talk about becoming serious and they just pulled away. Yeah, definitely some regrets here is what I'm seeing and tapping into. And just realizing, wow, I didn't know what I had until it was gone. And now it's gone. And they wandered into this karmic relationship. And the lesson there was, this isn't what you want. What you had is what you want. So whether the two of you end up or not, I feel like this person is going to learn the lesson of what they actually want out of a relationship in person. And they're going to be able to not self-sabotage it the next time it comes around. If you decide not to take this person back, of course. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So yeah, there's this sense of needing to tend to your garden. The relationship is very much so symbolically represented here as this palm tree with, that's bearing coconuts. This is a relationship. This is the relationship, and you have to tend to your relationship for it to grow, for it to stay strong, for it to be stable. You have to water it. You have to nurture it, which symbolically represents affection in a relationship. You have to give your person affection. You have to give them attention. You have to stay connected, conversate, spend quality time together, and I feel like these are all the issues that are being presented here that you had with this person. There was a lack of commitment. There was a lack of communication, affection, and now that they walked away from you and wandered into this karmic situation, they're realizing that. So very, very interesting message here. What is the advice? Let's see what the advice is for you. Spirit, what is the advice for the collective? What is the advice for the collective? Because I can tell you're having a hard time making a decision. What is the advice for the collective, Spirit? Okay, we have two cards. The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So the advice here is to spend some time reflecting. Don't make any impulsive decisions when this person reaches out. Don't be so inclined to just jump to accept their offer. Kind of reflect, because as I said, this person does feel that they want to commit. They're ready, but they can't promise you anything. So they're ready to commit, but they're not sure it's going to work out. But I can tell you the advice I'm seeing in terms of the outcome. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like there's a lot of compatibility here. The both of you are very stubborn in good ways. So, reliability, stability, structure. I feel like the two of you, once you're in a relationship and you feel comfortable enough in it, you will be very dedicated to your person. I do feel like the both of you have that energy, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Someone could be younger than the other person as well, as what's coming through for me. Or just less. Someone can be either younger or just less experienced. But yeah, the both of you are looking for a committed relationship. So even though this person did kind of abandon you in a lot of ways, they do like structure and stability when it comes to relationships. They do like that feeling of having a person to come home to and just have in their life. So there's a lot of compatibility if the energy was there, The two of you are very compatible, so this can absolutely work, but it's going to take effort on both ends. If the effort were there, this is something that absolutely could be successful, is the message I'm getting. but it needs that effort. It needs progress. It needs dedication. And without it, it definitely dwindles very quickly. So Spirit is saying reflect on that. Really reflect on what it is that you want, and what it is that you are looking for. Is it okay with you if this turns sour again? Is the vibe I'm getting. Will you be okay? Will you be okay with things not working out again? Just things like that. Reflect on that. Are you okay with investing your time and energy into this person again? Because they are wanting to come back around with an offer. And I do feel like it can absolutely work between the two of you. But they have to handle their karmic situation that they're currently in. They have to learn the lesson, walk away from that, and free themselves from that. And then they'll be emotionally available and spiritually available to, try again, in terms of your relationship. Spirit, so I'm going to pull some general messages for your path now. God, guardian angels, and spirit guides, please give me some guidance for the collective. Please give me some guidance for the collective. So we're going to just tap into your general path and give a little angel message. So we have attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone. So this is still like a little love message I feel coming through. So this can still possibly be in correlation to this person. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fierce underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So Spirit is saying, you want to make sure that this person is being attracted and not chased. But I feel like you have been doing that, and maybe at first you used to chase this person. So Spirit is still focusing. Even though I was trying to pull general messages, Spirit is very much still focusing on this love situation. So I do feel like it's a huge issue and obstacle that you're facing, whoever is drawn to this reading and resonating with it. So yeah, once again, I feel like when the two of you were together, you definitely were chasing this person, like just wanting them so badly to change and to show effort and to give you what you're looking for, and they just never quite got it. But now that you let it go and they wandered off into this karmic relationship and they're realizing the grass isn't greener on the other side, now you're attracting. Now they're just coming in. You're not even chasing them. They're just coming in because they're realizing, wow, this person did care about me and I do want to be with them. So very beautiful confirmation. Spirit is saying keep that energy going in your general life too. I do believe you started doing that in your love life, but keep it going in your general life. It's going to be very beneficial for you. Anything you want, attract it. Set that energy. Manifest it. Don't chase it. Allow it to unfold naturally. Spirit, can I have some oracle, some more oracle? We have trust. So your spirit guides are telling you to trust many things that are unfolding currently. Have faith. Spirit, can you tell me more for the collective, please? Can you tell me more for the collective, please, Spirit? Boundaries. So no matter what you do, set boundaries within relationships, friendships, family dynamics, career, whatever it is, you need to boundary up. You're probably someone that doesn't set a whole lot of boundaries, and your spirit guides are advising you to do so. So set those boundaries. And we have travel, and we have manifestation and dreams. Look at all these cards that came out. So beautiful. So we have travel. Some of you can be going on a vacation, a trip, very beautiful confirmation. Some of you can be, this can be a long-term connection for some of you, a long-term relationship, whether it's countries, states, cities. There can be a long-term relationship here. And then general messages, there could be, like I said, some kind of trip that you're going on. We have manifestation. As I said, let those dreams manifest. Attract, don't chase. And then we have dreams. So you could be dreaming of multiple things. You could be dreaming of this situation, of this person, and your spirit guides are just confirming to write down your dreams. Log your dreams and then kind of go back the next day and reflect on the dream. And in that sense, you can pinpoint what is a psychic message and what is not. We all have dreams that are meaningful, and then we have some dreams that are just, background noise is what I call it. So not every dream is a spiritual or psychic message. That's why it's important for us to trust our intuition in terms of what actually feels like a psychic message. And we can do that, like I said, by following our intuition. So definitely do that. Get a little dream journal. Your spirit guides are advising you to do that and start logging your dreams. It doesn't have to be the whole dream from start to finish, but just the parts that feel important to you. And then you can reflect on that and kind of choose, what, like I said, is important, what's not. So what's a psychic message, what may not be a psychic message. So with that being said, comment down below if you resonate with this reading. By hearing from you and conversing with you back and forth, I am able to tap into your energy for the next collective reading. So it definitely helps. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you like my energy and my psychic gifts. And I will see you in the next reading. I'm wishing you all the best of love, luck, and light. Blessed be always, magical souls.